Hey guys, so it occurred to me the other day that it has been the better part of 3 years that I have been inside my own head fighting myself nearly every day. Now, this is the longest bout of anxiety that I've had continuously, um, with really no break in between, no sense of normalcy for me anyway. And it got me thinking that I'm tired. I say this all the time, but I feel like I can't. I don't want to um, feel like this anymore. Of course, nobody does, but I keep thinking that it'll pass. Maybe it's just school. Maybe it's just this. Maybe it's that. And maybe it is, but I haven't been able to get myself out of it for any substantial period of time, you know? Um, and it got me feeling like I'm at the point where, if you know me at all, it would make sense to you that this is how effing tired I am. That I'm considering, well, trying a long-term anti-anxiety medication. Um, I had always been dead set against it, and not because of feeling like I'm too good for it or it's a weakness to try that or anything like that, but it's because I feel like um, what doesn't kill you has a cure that will. Uh, and it doesn't apply to everything, of course, but in this case, where I feel like my problem is mental, it's hard for me to wrap my head around trusting Big Pharma. So, but I'm also just terrified of messing with my body chemistry, even though it is absolute shit on its own in this aspect. Um, but that being said, I'm thinking back throughout my life, and I'm thinking of me and what I'm like now, and all the missed opportunities, all of the anticipation and anxiety, and I don't enjoy new things. I don't enjoy planning something because in my head I'm like, well, how am I going to feel on that day? Today's a good day. Well, that day might not be good. So I don't want to plan this. I don't want to, buy a concert ticket for a month away. I mean, I might not want to go. That's what it's like. And I mean, obviously it's so much more than that, but you get the idea. Um, and I'm tired of my brain going a million miles a minute all the time. I don't even know how I've managed to get anything accomplished in the last 3 years with how much time and energy I've spent on thinking about anxiety. And I think I've mentioned this before, but my anxiety is like almost purely physical. So I worry about physical symptoms. I worry about like what my body's going to do in certain situations. I worry about panic attacks in certain situations. I don't necessarily have the type of anxiety where I'm like, oh, this has to get done and that has to get done. Those things bother me, especially when I'm already stressed out about my own crap inside my head. But I don't have the type where I'm anxious about like things being perfect, being a certain way, and accomplishing this or accomplishing that. No, I just think, oh, well, what if we're in that situation and I get a bunch of PVCs or a panic attack or It's crazy. And I've always been that way. Even as a kid, my anxiety, everything in my body, I would obsess over all the feelings I had inside my body. And that's what I'm doing now. And I want it to turn off. Is there a switch? There has to be a switch. Because I hate it. So it's a chronic thing, I guess, is what I'm trying to express. I mean, I can remember being 6 years old and literally lying awake all night thinking about death and disease and why my body was doing this or my body was doing that, and is that normal? And I remember one day, these little lumps you have here. I thought one was a tumor when I was a kid. I lost my mind for like 2 months over it. So those are my fears, my concerns, and I know that that's different from some of the stuff that people deal with. There, everybody seems to have. We have common factors, but really our anxieties are all pretty different. But that being said, I am curious to maybe find out if there is something that can, change the part I don't like about myself, which is this constant worry over things that aren't even happening or aren't even in my control, disease and death and my own symptoms and anxiety, and I'm tired of tensing my muscles. And although I'm starting to wonder if really I am the one I don't know, it's very confusing to me. I'm like, is this real? Am I really doing this? I have to wonder sometimes. It's so intense. And so yeah, that's where I'm at. I am going to make an appointment. I'm going to discuss my options. I'm going to see if the risk, if the benefit outweighs the risk. Oh boy. It's really a scary thought to me. And maybe I won't even end up following through with it. But that's where I'm at today. And I've been thinking about it for a while. Seriously thinking about it, researching it, which may not be a good idea. And just weighing my options, and I've come to the conclusion that maybe it could help. Maybe I need it. I don't know. Maybe not forever. I don't know. Just enough to get out of this cycle. And this bodily response and this obsession and all of that stuff. So we'll see. That's where I'm at. And I encourage y'all to tell me if things worked for you, didn't work for you, if you've thought about it, or if you know things about it. Let me know. Share anything you want. But yeah, I'll keep you posted on how that goes. But until next time, bye bye.